What's going on? Have you ever wondered what baptism is? Because here's the thing about baptism. I think we get it mostly wrong. Because when I was taught about baptism, and I'm going to go out on a limb and say when you were taught about baptism, it was this thing we do on a Sunday morning when we are 100% sold that Jesus is our guy. It is what we do when we are certain that we believe this, and this. It is a thing we do when we are for sure going to be a follower of Jesus for the rest of our lives. No questions asked. We are 100% certain about everything. Right? Anyone ever get that impression? That's the impression that I got. But here's the thing. No, it's not about that, because our faith is not about certainty. Our faith is about becoming. Our faith is about trusting that the way of Jesus is the way to be truly human and alive in the world. And it's about entering into that even with a whole bunch of questions, even with a whole bunch of doubts, even though we are not 100% certain. That's what faith is. And baptism is all about this beautiful act of saying, hey, I have found something in the way of Christ. I have experienced this connection with God that I want to keep exploring, because I think I find in it my identity and my purpose and my meaning. I find there not only a life that hums with reverence, but a world that hums with reverence. And I want to keep exploring it. I want to keep making this a bigger and bigger and bigger part of my life. Yeah, that's what baptism is. And even more beautifully, it is when the church responds and says, yes, we would love to do this with you. We'd love to walk alongside of you and know you and you know us and be in community together and become transformed people who are transforming the world. Yeah, that's what baptism is. And here's the cooler part about that. If that's what baptism is, you don't need to do it just once. You can actually do it as many times as you need, because the truth is, faith changes, right? We change. Maybe the faith you had when you were confirmed as a teen is different than the faith you have now, and you're like, I really want to make this an intentional part of my life. Yeah, then baptism is for you. We'd call it a reaffirmation of faith. It is the same process, but it's you getting up there and saying, this is how I now understand my faith. This is what I've learned about God. This is who I've encountered Jesus to be, and I want to make this an intentional part of my life. Yeah, that's what it could look like. Or if you are brand new to faith, maybe you've been hanging out with us for a while and you're like, there's something in this. I'm not 100% sure. I have a whole bunch of questions, but I kind of want to make this a core part of who I am. And then baptism, that's for you too. And I'm talking about this because this season at Wellington Square, we have this thing we're doing called Stepping Forward in Faith, where over 3 sessions you hang out with me and Reverend Kim, and we talk about some of the big ideas and big bits of wisdom we have in our faith about God, about Jesus, about the Bible, and what it means to follow the way of Christ and how it shapes our world and how we live. And by the end of it, we want to ask you the question of, hey, do you want to be baptized? Do you want to reaffirm your faith? Do you want to get up there on a Sunday morning in front of your church family? And even though that's kind of scary, it's kind of beautiful. And do you want to say, hey, I have found in this way of Jesus something beautiful and sacred, and I want to keep following it. I want to keep making it a part of my life, and I'm going to step forward in faith and keep living it out. And the church, like we said, comes beside you and says, yes, we want to do that with you. We are so excited to have you along for the journey. And so if that sounds like something you are interested in, your job is to come talk to me. Come talk to Reverend Kim, email us, pull us over on a Sunday morning, whatever works. And we'd love to see you at one of these sessions. All the information is going to be below and on the website, because the website is up there. Because you deserve it. You deserve to make your faith your own. You deserve to make this a huge part of your life, because you already know it changes everything. It draws us into this way of life that is deep and full and beautiful, and I want you to experience that. And sometimes the good things in life, the life-changing things, the everything-changing things, it's stuff we gotta make a commitment to. It's stuff we gotta intentionally step forward into, and that's what this is all about. And so come talk to me, come talk to Kim, and hopefully we'll see you there. Go check it out online or down below, and we'll talk soon.